buddy Brad Nessler along with my partners Kirk Herbstreit and Lee Corso. The mercury will stay low today in this game between the Virginia Cavaliers and the Tar Heels of North Carolina. As the college football season continues, these two teams are vying for position in the ACC standings. And here come the Tar Heels. The Cavaliers are pretty confident coming into this one, Kirk. It really doesn't appear to be much of a contest.
Virginia comes into this football game led by their quarterback, and he's such a leader, Brad. Believe me, he won't buy into any of this pregame "we're going to blow him out" hoopla. He's a focused competitor, and he'll be ready to play.
You're absolutely right.
Mark it down. Virginia will win this game.
North Carolina will be kicking off, and you can just feel the energy in the air for this opening kickoff. Here's the kick. Johnson fields it at the 2. They'll take over at the 21-yard line. Ace backfield. He drops back. Wants to throw outside. The ball is knocked to the ground.
Players use anything they can to get in the way of a pass.
It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on their own 21. Number 18 is back in the gun. Back to pass. He steps up. A little juke. Looks like he's going to run. Fumble, loose ball. So the defense comes away with a big, big turnover.
Ouch! The quarterback is really going to hear it from his coach now. He should not have fumbled that football.
Those bother me more than interceptions because at least on an interception you're trying to give your receiver a chance to go after the football. There's no reason to fumble the football as a quarterback. Your job is to move the chains. That would really hurt.
Excellent field position to start the drive. They line up in a double tight set. Juku. Johnson with a takedown. 4-yard gain by the back.
Gain of 4 on the play.
Second and 6. Ball on the 26-yard line. The Tar Heels come out showing 3 wide. Nice play fake. Throws it to the outside. He brings it down. Touchdown.
Do they have that defense guessing now or what? I mean, did you see how well the quarterback hid the ball?
Yeah, some quarterbacks are just so good at selling the play action. It's truly an overlooked skill. You take my friend Kirk here, for example. He wasn't known for his speed, but boy, he could do a good play fake.
You calling me slow? This is coming from a guy whose nickname is based on his foot speed. Isn't that right, Scooter?
Yeah, left out sunshine. It's sunshine, Scooter, sweetheart.
And he tacks on the extra point. And over 6 minutes still left in the first quarter with the score, North Carolina 7, Virginia 0. North Carolina to kick this one off. Johnson and Williams deep to return. Decent kick, looks to be returnable. Williams fields it at the 3. The last time they had the ball, they gave it away on the fumble.
The old ball coach was not too happy about that either. I'd hate to see that if it happens again.
They'll start this drive at the 18. Virginia lines up with 3 receivers. Drops back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. He's going right. Got it to his receiver. They got a few yards on that pass.
Yeah, we talked about how the run will open up the passing game, but some teams like to use their intermediate passing game to open up the run. Either way you look at it, it's good balance.
2nd and 1 coming up here. Ball on their own 27. Number 18 lines up in the shotgun. They'll drop him for a loss. And they snuffed out the quarterback draw there.
Yep, there was absolutely nowhere for the quarterback to run on that play. Good job by this defense.
It's 3rd down and 3 to go. Ball on their own 25. The Cavs come to the line with their jumbo package. Somebody jumped early down there.
Dead ball. False start on the offense. 5-yard penalty.
So they'll have to line up for another 3rd down play after they got the penalty marched off against them.
Yep, just a bad time to be making a mistake like that.
3rd and 8. Ball on the 20. Back to pass. Wants to throw outside. Got it at the 40. Across midfield. At the 40. At the 30. To the 20. To the 10. Touchdown, Cavaliers. What an athletic play by the wideout.
This guy's one of the most athletic players I've seen all year. You realize in high school, this guy was all-state in football, basketball, and baseball. He's been making big plays his whole life.
And he hits the PAT. So we take a moment to check out the Pontiac drive summary. Virginia to kick. Mitchell and Holly back to return. Kicks it off. Holly fields it in the end zone. Let's see if this defense has trouble defending the pass again here.
If they do, my friend, look out. They're going to give up another touchdown in a hurry.
They'll set up shop at the 15.
Start the drive at the 15-yard line. 1st and 10.
North Carolina goes with the ace set here. He's looking down the middle. Complete. Brown brings him down.
Way to look it in. Nice catch.
Sure was. He displayed some great hands there. Now we're looking at a 1st down.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 28. 3 wideouts here. Gets the ball. No, they faked it. Chucks it deep down the right side. Lyles with a takedown.
Wow, nice catch.
Way to look it in. Heck of a job by the wide receiver. These guys are moving the ball down the field.
First and 10. Ball on the 38.
1st and 10. Ball on the 38-yard line.
North Carolina comes out with an I formation. Baker off the fake. He lobs it left. Complete. Brooks brings him down. That little play action good for about 4 yards.
4 on the play.
Second and 6 coming up here. Ball on the 34.
34-yard line.
Baker comes to the line with 3 wide. It's a direct snap. Shakes off a tackle. Brooks with a takedown. 3 yards there on the play.
3-yard gain on the play.
It's 3rd down and 3 to go. This is the 5th play of this drive. The Tar Heels come out showing 3 wide. Red comes away with a sack. The defensive end showed his athleticism getting to the quarterback.
When you send blitzers like that, you try to confuse the offensive line and get someone free.
Well, the only one confused is the quarterback because he wants to know why they let the big guy be the one who got free.
They come out in a nickel. Defense looking for his first incompletion this drive. And they couldn't hook up on that one. A lot of shoving while the pass was in the air. Let's get the call.
Pass interference on the defense. 15-yard penalty. First down.
Well, the offense is helped out by that defensive penalty.
You bet they are. That's an easy way to pick up yards.
First and 10. Ball on the 22-yard line. Two tight ends here. He's in trouble. And down he goes. Under relentless pressure, the quarterback goes down to the sack.
Those guys on defense are just pinning their ears back right now and coming in as fast as they can.
Well, in that case, the offense needs to sneak in a screen pass at a halfback. Let him get behind the rest and then take off behind his blockers for 6.
North Carolina sets up in the eye. Drops back to pass. Under pressure. Aram comes away with a sack. Great speed to find his way to the quarterback.
You know, if I were the coach, I'd line this kid up at defensive end every now and then.
Wow, can you imagine that? On 3rd and long type situations, he'd make a great rush in, Kirk. I like that. I like that, Kirk.
The Tar Heels line up with 3 wide. They'll throw again. Defense hasn't stopped him yet. He's going to go for the home run. Got it. What an amazing catch. First down.
Boy, Brad, you said it. That is a big-time play there. Spectacular catch and great body control there on the long pass reception.
They're crowding the line. Baker gives it up the middle. Red brings him down. They get 3 yards on the play.
3-yard gain on the play.
North Carolina is one of the best teams in the country at getting points once they enter the red zone.
You're absolutely right, my friend. This offense knows how to close the deal and put points on the scoreboard.
McGill gets the call, and he's got the touchdown. Well-executed play there.
Good blocking by the big guys, and the running back takes it right in. That's how it is.
Listen, that's what you do to get up close to the end zone. You find a way to finish it off, and that's exactly what they did.
And he tacks on the extra point. This drive summary is brought to you from our good friends at Pontiac. North Carolina to kick this one off. Johnson and Williams back deep to return. He hits a booming kick. Williams fields it in the end zone.
Great passing was the key for the offense the last time they had the ball. They were able to pick apart the defense and get down the field for a touchdown.
So if I'm the coach, I'm telling our defensive linemen to get more pressure on that quarterback, please.
The Cavs come out in the ace formation. Brown comes away with a sack. Just a minute, folks. There's a penalty on that play.
Personal foul. Face mask on the defense. 15-yard penalty.
He took him down using his face mask, and that'll be a 15-yarder.
You betcha. And that's the worst way to bring a man down. March it off, refs.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 35. The defense lines up with 6 DBs. Keep it on the ground with the tailback.
They sent the blitz and drilled the running back before he could find any daylight.
Second and 11 coming up. Ball on the 34-yard line. The Cavaliers set up in the gun. Looking. He's going to air it long. Incomplete. The pressure may have forced the incompletion there.
That defense was about to plant him into the ground. He's lucky he even got that ball off.
3rd and 11. Ball on the 34. Virginia comes to the line with 3 wide. Back to pass. Steps up. Looks. Fires deep down the right side. Batted ball. That close to being intercepted. He just couldn't find the handle.
That poor kid looked like he was trying to catch a greased pig.
Easy, Scooter. At least he kept the receiver from making the play.
They come out in a punt formation. Gould punts it, and it's a good one. Holly fields it at the 24. And now we'll see the offense come out onto the field for their next possession. They'll get the ball here at the 26.
At the 26-yard line. 1st and 10.
Baker with 3 wide receivers. Baker on play action. Fires deep down the left side. Complete, and he's on the run. Flag down, and I'm not sure when it was thrown. Let's find out.
Flipping on the offense. After this is to the goal.
They'll be called for an infraction. That will put them back a few paces.
Man, the coaches are going to have to talk to these young guys about committing unnecessary fouls.
It's 1st and a mile. Ball on their own 13. North Carolina comes out with an I formation. Inside give. Brooks with a takedown. No gain.
No gain on the play.
Second and long coming up here. Ball on the 13-yard line. The Tar Heels have 5 receivers on this play. He drops back. Throws this one out to the left. It's deflected. And the linebacker makes a good defensive play.
The thing I like about this play is he made the play without getting pass interference. This is a good football player.
Passing situation here on 3rd and long. Ball on the 13. Nickel defense. Baker drops to throw. He's looking. Short toss. And it's incomplete. So they go 3 and out after that incompletion.
Fourth and long. Ball on the 13-yard line.
They line up to punt this one away.
Back to punt. Williams back deep to return.
He gets it away. Williams fields it at the 46. flag down, and I'm not sure when it was thrown. Let's find out.
Clipping on the receiving team. 15 yards from the spot on the
So
foul.
clipping on the
First
play
down.
will send the offense backwards.
You're always taught that if you can see a player's name on his jersey, don't block him.
Hey, apparently he didn't see it. And another thing he might not see is more playing time.
High formation here. Toss. He's going to try to throw. Got it to him on the run. And down he goes. I don't think the defense was quite ready for that one, and they give up a first down and good yardage. After a quarter of play, our score is North Carolina 14, Virginia 7. It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 47-yard line. The Cavs go with the I formation. Nice play fake. He lobs it out to the left side, and it's caught. He's hit and got away, and they make the stop.
I like the defense that was called. They just didn't make the play on the ball.
You're right. It wasn't necessarily bad defense. The offense just executed, and the result is a first down.
First and 10. Ball on the 36-yard line. Number 18 has 5 receivers lined up here. Back to pass. He steps up, looking. Throws this one out to the left. Dropped by the wideout.
Williams, the intended receiver on the play.
It's 2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on the 36. Virginia sets up in the I. They'll run the option. Here's an opening. And he's tackled. Nice running on the option there.
That was a spectacular option keeper there, and I'm going to tell you why. It looked like that play was going nowhere, but this quarterback made the right choice by holding on to the football.
You're right. Good heads-up play there by the QB.
First and 10, and this is the 5th play of the current drive. Going with the shotgun here. They come out with 3 wide receivers. They go with the option. He fakes a pitch, and he's going to lose yards on this one. The quarterback trying to do a little too much by himself.
Hey, maybe next time he'll get it out to the back so he can do something with it.
2nd and 12 coming up here, and this is the 6th play of the drive. Virginia comes out with an I formation. Pitch is right. Throws it to the outside. He catches another one. I think we just witnessed how a trick play's run to perfection, and the defense is still trying to figure out what happened. They're crowding that line of scrimmage. Virginia will line up in a jumbo set here. And off to the fullback. Touchdown, Virginia! So they give it to the fullback, and he finds his way into the end zone from a few yards out.
Why not give it to this guy inside the 5? He looks like a big old dump truck carrying a football out there.
And he hits the PAT. And here's the Pontiac drive summary. Looks like they're ready for the kickoff. He kicks it. Mitchell fields it in the end zone. He jukes it. Broke away from one. I don't know if you guys saw this, but the coach gave his offense quite a speech before he sent him out there.
And let's not forget, they had some things clicking the last time out. He's probably just reminding them to finish the job this time.
They'll go to work at the 20-yard line. Baker lines up in the shotgun. Baker drops back on first down. Throws this one out to the right. The 50, at the 40, at the 30, and he's taken down.
That was a big-time play and a new set of downs.
I think the defense might have been thinking run there, Coach.
Well, I don't blame them. It's pretty common to see a run on first and second down, but this offense is keeping them guessing.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 24-yard line. And the man at wideout is in a zone right now. Baker back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Wants to throw outside. Got it. Tackled.
Nice decision by the quarterback.
Not only was it good decision-making, but the offensive line protected just long enough for him to find his target.
And when you combine the two, it'll be a first down 9 out of 10 times.
And we take a quick look at the stats from within the red zone, brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters the most. North Carolina lines up in a goal line set. There's a play fake. Looks. Wants to throw outside. Oh, he had a shot at the pick. This is definitely not the area to be forcing passes. Boy, did they get lucky.
Yeah, they did.
They got to be a lot smarter than that down by the goal line.
The Tar Heel line up in a goal line formation. Touchdown, North Carolina! They went to their power back to get them in.
I love to watch this guy play football. He just lowers his head and dares people to get in front of him.
And he tacks on the extra point. Time to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. And remember, the good folks at Pontiac have been bringing you fuel for the soul since 1926. North Carolina is ready to kick it away. Williams and Johnson set to return. Kicks it off. Johnson fields it in the end zone. Makes a move. Passing wasn't much of a problem the last time this offense had the ball, as they were able to get it in for 6. They'll take over at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
He jukes. There's a fumble, and it's scooped up by the running back. Page brings him down. The big fella puts the ball on the turf, but it's recovered by the offense.
Fullbacks block all day long, so when they finally get a carry, they've got to make the most of it.
Yep. They can't fumble like this guy. How many carries do you think we'll see him get? 0, nada, none.
0, huh? That's pretty harsh. I'd say give him another chance if he does a good job of blocking. Make him earn the next carry.
Sheds that one. Knocked out of bounds. Well, Coach, a short pickup on that pass play.
It was, but you know what? As long as they've got those guys getting open underneath, it'll take a lot of pressure off those offensive linemen who are trying to hold their blocks.
46-yard line.
2nd and 3 coming up. Ball on the 46-yard line. Virginia comes to the line with 3 wide. Little handoff. They'll wrestle him down in the backfield. Excellent play by the defense that time as they swallowed him up before he got back to the line.
It's more like they devoured him. He had no shot at breaking clean.
3rd down and 7. Ball on their own 42. Going with the shotgun here. He drops back. Throws it out there. The ball is high, and he got it. So on third down, they pick up the first and a lot more.
That kid caught the ball. He wasn't thinking about first down. He was thinking touchdown.
The pressure turns up when in the red zone, and that's when you turn to Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters the most. Virginia goes with the ace set here, and down he goes. Now that's some heavy pressure.
It all starts with the battle up front. I don't care how good your receivers are or how explosive your running backs are. If you can't control the line of scrimmage, then it's tough to move the football.
I agree, Coach. And the thing is, this quarterback can make some plays for you if you give him enough time back there to throw.
Well, it looks like he's going to have to figure out how to make plays without time.
Drops back to pass. Incomplete. Good time to bring the pressure.
Yeah, I like it because even if you can't come up with a sack, just let the quarterback know you're coming and make him feel your presence. Sometimes that's just as effective as a sack.
3rd and 15 coming up. This is the 7th play of this drive. They come out with 3 wide receivers. Back to pass. He's looking. He's going right. Got it. Watkins with a takedown. Good pickup by the receiver.
Yeah, this kid loves to play. He wants the ball every time they throw it up.
Hughes lined up for the field goal. This should be a chip shot. He gets it up, and it's through the uprights. And here's the Pontiac drive summary. Hughes ready to kick. Here's the kick. Mitchell fields it at the 3. Little shake and bake move. He spins. Well, the offense is back on the field again. In their last drive, they moved the ball very well, especially through the air on their way to that touchdown. They'll start this drive at the 21-yard line. The Tar Heels go with the I formation. Handoff up the middle. Tries to juke. Here he goes. He's hit and got away. Brooks brings him down. They go with a run, and that'll be a gain of 9. It's 2nd down and 1 to go. Ball on their own 30. North Carolina comes to the line, only 1 man in the backfield. Baker sets up the play action, rolling out to the right side. And he's going to be sacked. The quarterback had nowhere to go, and he's brought down for the sack.
They've got to do a better job up front with their pass protection.
If they don't start picking up everybody, then this quarterback's going to be pretty sore in the morning. That's for sure.
Virginia calls a timeout. They're down and 7. Ball on their own 24. Baker is back in the gun. He lost the ball. Defense has it. It's one of the corners. A nice recovery there by the cornerback.
He's used to going after interceptions, but a turnover is a turnover, and he'll take it any way he can get it.
I couldn't agree with you more, Coach.
Thanks, Kirk. That's what I like to hear.
Anytime.
They'll set up shop at the 21-yard line. The Cavs line up in an I formation. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. The defense comes up with a good play to pull him down for a loss.
A nice call by the defensive coordinator. It's like he's in their huddle sometimes.
2nd and 12 coming up here. Ball on the 23-yard line. Number 18 comes to the line with 3 wide. Looking. He zips it out to the left. It's tipped. Guys, he tipped that one away from the receiver.
Excellent break on the ball here, and he almost intercepted it, Coach.
You're right, Kirk, and he did the next best thing, though, and that saved the touchdown.
Third down and 12 to go. Ball on the 23. The Cavaliers come out in a 2 tight end set. He drops back. Looks. Rolls right. He can scoop. He's going to take off. He scrambled for a few yards.
That defense closed in a hurry. Uh-oh.
Have a look at our Old Spice red zone numbers. Red zone, when performance matters the most. They're in the red zone again, but this time they should be thinking touchdown. The kick is up, and it's right down the middle. And now let's take a look at the drive summary brought to you by Pontiac. Looks like they're ready for the kick. Kicks it deep. Holly fields it in the end zone. So the offense comes out after their last drive, had the ball end up in the defense's hands by way of a fumble. They'll get the ball here at the 17.
At the 17-yard line. 1st and 10.
The Tar here go with the I formation. Baker, little toss to the right. Spin move. Brooks with a takedown. 6-yard pickup.
Gain of 6 on the play.
2nd and 4 coming up here. Ball on their own 23. North Carolina lines up with 3 receivers. Baker drops back to pass. Steps up. He's looking. He's under pressure. Throws back across field. Couldn't haul it in.
Incomplete pass. Cook, the intended receiver on the play.
It's 3rd down and 4 to go. Ball on the 23-yard line. Baker with 3 wide receivers. McGill gets another handoff. Gets past the tackler. Red brings him down. Virginia takes a timeout. North Carolina ready to punt this one away. It's away, and it's a booming punt. Williams fields at the 29. And now a slight break in the action as the offense comes out onto the field for their next possession. First and 10. Ball right around midfield. And we'll probably see how far he can throw it, as it should be the last play before the half. They'll throw on 1st down. He decides to run with it. Got an opening. Carey with a takedown. And that'll do it for the first half of play. Our halftime score, North Carolina 21, Virginia 20. We're ready to start the second half as the teams are lined up for the kickoff.
Back to return.
He kicks it. And we've got a penalty on this one as it goes out of bounds. Here's the call from the referee.
Illegal procedure on the kicking team. The ball is spotted at the 35-yard
His errant
line.
kick is giving the offense a great starting point to begin their drive.
Absolutely. The defense will have to come out with major intensity to make up for that blunder.
They'll go to work at the 35-yard line. McGill is in the zone and looking to make something happen. Baker drops back on first down. Throws. He had his wide out, but he couldn't hit him.
When he misses, it's usually high, and that's something he's been working very hard with his coach on.
It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on their own 35. They keep it on the ground with a tailback. There's a missed tackle. Here's an opening. Lyles brings him down. And that was a nice run. Kirk, that was a great job by that big offensive line.
Yeah, it really was, Brad. And also, a nice read by the ball carrier to find that running lane.
When you break one like that, you got to give a lot of credit to the offensive line.
First and 10. Ball on the 47. Baker lines up in the shotgun. He steps up, looking. The ball is tipped. The corner made a good play on the ball.
He sure did. This kid is very athletic. If he doesn't get a pick, he does his best to knock the ball down.
It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 47-yard line. Baker lines up with 5 wideouts. Looks. Johnson comes away with a sack. That gives this defense 5 sacks on the day. Third down and what they didn't want to get in. And this is the 5th play of the current drive. Baker back to throw. Steps up in the pocket. He rolls out to the right. He's got his tight end. And he's taken down. They'll get a good chunk of yards on that play, but they're still looking at 4th down.
Maybe that will perk these guys up a bit and get them going on the next drive.
Ball on the 49-yard line.
It's 4th down now, and we'll see the punt team. Number 45 boots it way up there. Lyles signals for a fair catch. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. They'll take over at the 9.
They'll start the drive at the 9-yard line. First and 10.
Number 18 is in the zone and looking to make a play. Inside handoff. Sheds a tackler. At the 30, at the 40. Here he goes. At the 40, at the 30, to the 20, to the 10. Goodbye. That was a big run by the halfback.
Boy, this kid makes the defense look silly. They're grabbing at a bunch of air down there. They got to hit somebody.
They'll go for 2 in this situation. Here's the give. A little juke. He's got the 2. Virginia lines up for the kickoff. Nice kick, plenty of distance. Mitchell fields it in the end zone. The defense did a good job against them the last time they had the ball, forcing the punt.
But remember, they had given up quite a few yards before forcing that punt. They might not be so lucky this time.
They'll start this drive at the 20-yard line. Nickel defense. McGill on the give. Juke move. And he's tackled. The running back gives them 6 yards on the ground.
Gain of 6 on the play.
2nd and 4 coming up here. Ball on the 26.
6-yard line.
North Carolina comes out with 5 receivers. He's looking. He's going right. Has it to the senior.
Way to look it in. Nice catch.
Sure was. He displayed some great hands there. Now we're looking at a first down.
1st and 10. Ball on the 35. One-man backfield. They go with the run. He jukes it. Johnson with a takedown. A 2-yard run by the halfback.
Gain of 2 on the play.
It's 2nd down and 8 to go. Ball on the 37-yard line. This is the kind of running back who can make you pay when he's in the zone. Baker drops to throw. He gets rid of it. Complete. Lyles brings him down.
I like the defense that was called. They just didn't make the play on the ball.
You're right. It wasn't necessarily bad defense. The offense just executed, and the result is a first down.
1st and 10. This is the 5th play of this drive. Baker on play action. Intercepted. Boy, the defense put the pressure on and forced the bad throw.
And you got that one right. Anytime a young kid sees one of those big guys looking to knock his head off, his brain is telling him one thing: just throw it.
Well, he did, Lee. He did throw it, but he's got to throw it away, not to the other team.
They're on the right side of the 50 as they start this drive.
1st and 10.
Drops back to pass. And they get the sack. They get to the quarterback and end that play before it even got started.
This young man didn't even have a chance to make something happen. It's tough to find your receivers when the defense is in your face like that.
It's 2nd down and 11 to go. Ball on the 47.
47-yard line.
McCann line up in an I formation. Gets the ball. No, they faked it. Throws. And the big fellow with some room. And he's shoved out of bounds.
Nice decision by the quarterback.
Not only was it good decision-making, but the offensive line protected just long enough for him to find his target.
And when you combine the two, it'll be a first down 9 out of 10 times.
1st and 10. Ball on the 24-yard line.
4-yard line.
Virginia sets up in the eye. Looks like he's going to run. Carey with a takedown. A 5-yard quarterback scramble.
5-yard gain on the play.
The pressure turns up when in the red zone, and that's when you turn to Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters the most. They're in the red zone again, but this time they should be thinking touchdown. Page brings him down. A couple, maybe 3 yards on that run. It's 3rd down and 2 to go, and this is the 5th play of the current drive. The Cavs line up in a goal line formation. And down he goes. They'll be stopped before they reach the first down marker.
Now that was some real hard-nosed defense. Way to bring up 4th down, guys.
4th and 1. Ball on the 15-yard line.
comes in for the field goal that could put them up by 2 scores. He gets it up, and it's good. That score leads us to our Pontiac drive summary. Virginia to kick this one off. And he got all of this one. Great kick. Mitchell fields it in the end zone.
I'm sure the coach has talked to his team about not turning the ball over again in this possession.
They'll get the ball here at the 20-yard line.
20-yard line.
White 33.
Richardson with a takedown.
He's not your ordinary fullback. This guy can move.
You bet he can. I like this kid. He's a heck of a football player. They need to get him some more carries.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 32. Ace backfield. They're going to pitch it. Missed tackle. Knocked out of bounds. The halfback toss gets them a yard.
1-yard gain on the play.
Second and 9. Ball on the 33.
Ball on the 33-yard line.
Cook gets another carry. Oh, he got nailed on that one. The fullback back to the original line of scrimmage, and that's it. It's 3rd down and 8 to go. Ball on the 34-yard line. The Tar Heels line up with 2 tight ends. He drops back. Wants to throw outside. And it's the tight end. And they make the stop. First and 10. Ball right around midfield. North Carolina comes out in the shotgun. Baker steps back to pass. Throws it to the outside. He's got some blockers. At the 40. Inside the 30. To the 10. Touchdown, Virginia. The defense now has 2 interceptions in the ballgame.
And that's 2 more than the quarterback wanted to throw. Now he's got to go back out there and play smarter football when the offense takes the field again.
You're right, Coach. The quarterback has to be able to put that out of his mind and act like it never happened.
Which one? First or second interception?
I say both.
And he tacks on the extra point. Just over a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. And the score, Virginia 38, North Carolina 21. Looks like they're ready for the kick. Kicks it off. Mitchell fields it in the end zone. This defense did a nice job last time around, forcing the interception.
And now they find out how much faith they got in this kid. Do they run the football or they let her rip?
They'll set up shop at the 20-yard line. The Tar Heels line up in an I formation. Baker hands it off. No, play fake. Incomplete pass.
Calm down, sweetheart. Quit thinking so much and just throw the football.
I don't know if he's thinking too much. He just let that pass get away from him.
No. I can tell when a quarterback is thinking too much. Just take the snap, drop back, and fire it. You're all right if you do that, I promise you.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
2nd and 10. Ball on their own 20. McGill is dangerous. Let's see if they put the ball in his hands. McGill hits it on the inside. Can't wrap him up. Jackson brings him down. And the halfback ripped off a nice gain there to get him the first.
Hey, this kid's a good-looking back. Let's see if they go to him again.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 32. From the gun. Baker back to throw. Throws. Jackson with a takedown. That'll be a gain of 3 yards.
3-yard gain on the play.
2nd and 7 coming up here. Ball on their own 35. The Tar Heels go with the I formation. On the ground with the tailback. A loss on that one as he couldn't get past those big linemen.
You got that right. They sacrificed their bodies in there and stuffed him.
They're down in 7. This is the 5th play of this drive.
35-yard line.
Baker with 3 wide receivers. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. Makes a move. Bounces off the would-be tackler. Here's an opening. He breaks the 2nd tackle. That was a great call.
Yeah, here you see the draw play at its best. The tailback got good blocking up front and was able to pick up a bunch of yards.
And that'll bring this quarter to an end. Folks, we've played 3, and our score is Virginia 38, North Carolina 21. It's 1st and 10, and this is the 6th play of the drive. The Tar Heels line up with 2 tight ends. Wants to throw outside. Oh, he had a shot at the pick. They just couldn't capitalize on the bad pass.
Yeah, I thought the defender had it, but he couldn't get the pick.
2nd and 10. This is the 7th play of this drive. The defense lines up with 6 DBs. Drops back to pass. Steps up, looking. He unloads it. And he came down with it. What a catch! And he comes up with his 2nd touchdown catch of the game right there.
Kirk, this kid is tough to stop.
Yeah, you're right, Coach. You try to keep tabs on him, but eventually he's going to find a way to get open.
I think you need to double team him.
And he hits the PAT. And now we'll take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Looks like they're ready for the kick.
North Carolina is lined up for the kickoff. Williams.
We should have a return on this one. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. 3 points was the result of their last drive as the offense heads out for another. They'll take over at the 20-yard line. This defense better be careful. The quarterback is in the zone and really feeling it out there. Toss. Has some daylight. And they push him out. He eclipses the 100-yard mark with that carry.
This guy has had a solid game. Gaining 100 yards rushing against this defense is no small task.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 38.
38-yard line.
The Cavs come out in the ace formation. Pitch left. He jukes. Holt brings him down for a loss. Same toss play, and it gets them nowhere.
Yeah, but that's where you need your quarterback to be heads up. He should have checked off at the line and put them in a better play for that situation. Another toss play just wasn't the way to go.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 38-yard line. Virginia goes with the ace set here. Here's the option. Little shake and bake move. Davis brings him down. A gain of 8 and a nice decision by the quarterback to give it up on the option. Third and 2. Ball on their own 46.
46-yard line.
Virginia comes out with an I formation. And they'll run him again. Page with a takedown. Just a hair short of the first down line.
On the play. Fourth and inches. Ball on the 48-yard line.
They line up to punt this one away. It's off, and it is a dandy. Holly calls for the fair catch. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. Well, the offense heading back out onto the field after that kick, hoping to turn this drive into another touchdown. They'll start this drive at the 20-yard line. North Carolina lines up with 3 receivers. Comes across the middle. Parham brings him down.
Way to look it in. Nice catch.
Sure was. He displayed some great hands there. Now we're looking at a first down.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 34. Let's see if they look the wideout's way. He is in the zone. Baker tosses to the left side. Breaks one, and he's drilled.
Oh, man. He'll feel that one in the morning.
That's called making a statement. When you get into the backfield like that and put somebody on their back, it really sends a message.
Second and 11. Ball on the 33-yard line.
33-yard line.
Single set backfield. On the ground with the tailback. Tackle. 3-yard gain by the running back.
3-yard gain on the play.
It's 3rd down and 8 to go. Ball on their own 36. North Carolina sets up in the I. Baker drops to throw. Throws down the middle. Got it. He's all the way down to the 34-yard line. So on 3rd down, they pick up the first and a lot more.
When that kid caught the ball, he wasn't thinking about first down. He was thinking touchdown.
First and 10, and this is the 5th play of the current drive. And the secondary better be careful. This receiver wants to make a play. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. Shakes off a tackle. Parham with a takedown. A couple, maybe 3 yards on that run. It's 2nd down and 7 to go. Ball on the 31-yard line. North Carolina comes out with 2 tight ends. They'll drop him for a loss. Loss of about 6.
Loss of 6 on the play.
The defense will try to stop this third down as they were unsuccessful the first time on this drive.
Ace backfield. Baker back to pass. Lets it go. And that one's fallen incomplete.
Number 4, the intended receiver on the play. 4th and 13. Ball on the 37-yard line.
Baker lines up with 5 wide out.
They need this pass.
Throws. It falls incomplete. That was a calculated risk there, don't you think?
Yeah, I think it was. Sometimes you have too much confidence in your offense, and it cost them there as they turned it over on downs.
They'll get the ball here at the 37.
At the 37-yard line. 1st and 10.
A handoff. Tries to shoot. Broke away from one. Got an opening. And he's all the way down to the 37-yard line. How do you like that run?
I'll tell you what, if you're the defensive coach, you don't like it at all. In fact, you're probably disgusted.
No doubt. That big fullback made this defense look bad on that play.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 37-yard line. When this quarterback's in the zone, as he is now, he can do a lot of damage to the defense. Flags are all over the place, and they'll blow it dead.
Offsides. On the defense. 5-yard penalty.
And the defense gives up some free yards to the offense.
You know, penalties can ruin a team's chances to win if they commit too many.
1st and 5. Ball on the 32-yard line. They hand it off again. They'll bring him down. A 4-yard pickup by the fullback.
Gain of 4 on the play.
It's 2nd down and 1 to go. Ball on the 28-yard line. Virginia comes out with an I formation. On the ground is the tailback. Big opening. The 5. Touchdown, Virginia. There's number 2 on the day.
The coach loves to give the football to this running back. You know why? Because he knows how to find the end zone.
And he tacks on the extra point. And now we'll take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. Their last drive ended when they decided to try for it on 4th down and were turned away by the defense. They'll set up shop at the 20.
Take over at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10.
North Carolina goes with the ace set here. Baker on 1st down. Short off. And he's tackled. They just took what the defense gave them on that play.
Yeah, you're right. That was a good job of getting that pass completed for positive yardage. The
Tar Heels line up with 2 tight ends. Looks, and they get the sack.
Under relentless pressure, the quarterback goes down for the sack.
Those guys on defense are just pinning their ears back right now and coming in as fast as they can.
Well, in that case, the offense needs to sneak in a screen pass to the halfback. Let him get behind the rush and then take off behind his blockers for 6.
3rd and 10. Ball on their own 20.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
McGill is feeling it, and he wants the football in his hands. He's going left. Batted ball. A little laundry on the field, and we'll find out whose it is.
Holding on the offense. Penalty is applied. 4th down.
Fourth and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line.
The Tar Heels are lining up to punt it away. Number 45 punts it, and it's a good one. Williams fields it at the 35. They're ready to start another drive, hoping to duplicate the results of the last one, which ended in a touchdown. They'll take over at the 38-yard line. Virginia lines up in a goal line set.
Cat 82.
A handoff. Davis brings him down. And not too much there on that run.
Not too much, but the key here is try to milk as much time as possible.
Virginia comes out with an I formation.
Ball on the 40-yard line.
They'll give it off here. Taylor with a takedown.
Kirk, my friend, this is exactly what you want out of your back late in the game. The ability to keep the clock moving and continue to pick up first downs.
Yeah, Lee, no question. This is the time when you let him carry the team to the finish line.
1st and 10. Ball on the 42-yard line. I wouldn't try anything tricky on defense. This quarterback's looking to make a play. A little juke. And they make the stop. And this one's all wrapped up. Coach, what's your final thought on the game?
I don't know about you guys, but I was pretty darn impressed with this bunch of kids. Virginia faced a pretty good opponent in this one, but they just marched right through them. I'm telling you, these guys are for real.
We look forward to calling more games of NCAA Football 2006. But until then, our final score in this one, Virginia 45, North Carolina 28. For Lee Corso, Kirk Herbstreit, and everyone at EA Sports, I'm